It's time we talk about NHL 25 sets in the recent events and why I hope EA does not change them for the rest of the year. Hello YouTube and welcome back to another NHL 25 video. Today we will look at the sets and talk about why I think EA did a great job with the recent events and also offer us a lot of freedom and flexibility. I really believe that EA did a great job and I don't think we see a lot of positive videos around EA this year, but for a change we will have one. Starting from Protect the Net event, we are receiving collectibles when we are playing wildcard, grinding objectives and also doing our daily login pack in the store. And the reason why I think it's good is because we finally can use those collectibles for anything we want. And EA is not really forcing us to make MSPs because there are a lot of options to choose from. When EA first released Game Breaker cards and sets, we saw that we have three options. If we needed an upgrade to our team, we could make an 85, 86 and now even 87 overall card. And yes, it's a B&D, but you can use it to help your team. If we needed a fodder for any future sets and also cards to use for objectives, a guaranteed untradeable card was an option. If we needed coins, we could gamble and make an 81 tradable set or now an 83 plus overall set, and it's tradable, so you can definitely make some coins. They probably see some stats and how much we like these sets, and they firstly implemented them with the Protect the Net event. And I personally loved it, because you could make some coins, and I was really not interested in a lot of MSPs. I think I only made one out of that event, and the rest of my collectibles I just spent for an 83 plus overall pack. And if I'm not mistaken, I ended the event with at least 200k coins. Frozen Forces was the first set they added more than just players, and we was able to use our collectibles for a set where we could trade in 40 collectibles for 7 80 plus overall cards. And even considering they were untradeable, it was a great addition for people who want to save more cards for whatever event in the future. The latest event, Gallery of Greats, may not be everyone's favorite for many reasons. OP cards, free abilities, even the fact that not a single card released on Friday upgrades any of the hologram icons. But the good thing about this event is that now we have more options to use our collectibles on. Let's say you are not interested in making any of the MSPs in week 1 and week 2, and you don't really know where to use your collectibles. So today I will talk about what is in my opinion the best way of using your collectibles and how many of each set you can actually make and what you would get, how many coins you could make and stuff like that. You know I love the numbers, so I want to really share that with you. Whatever you are chasing, X Factor, McDavid or any hologram icons or just preparing for Team of the Year, this event and sets will definitely help you. By completing all your chores, and with that I mean moments, objectives and wildcard in both weeks, plus opening the daily packs 14 days in a row, you will earn 222 collectibles. And it could help you to make half of what you need for X Factor Captain or hologram icon. For a reference, to make one X Factor Captain you need to trade in 8 base X Factors, and to make it you would need 304 75 plus overall cards, as one set would need 38 cards. To make one hologram icon you need 12 base icons, so you would need 336 76 plus overall cards, as one set requires 28 cards. If we head over to Gallery of Great sets, we have 6 sets where we can get some random cards. If you do want to make any MSPs, use your collectibles in 86 overall Gallery of Greats player set. And because you need 30 collectibles, you would be able to make this set 7 times if you have 222 collectibles. The first set is what you need if you are chasing any of the hologram icons or X Factors, excluding PWHL, because there you would need to trade in 78 plus overall cards. If you use all your 222 collectibles, you can do this set 44 times, as you need to trade in 5 collectibles for 476 plus overall cards, and you would end up with 176 plus overall cards. That's a lot of sixes, but you know what I mean. If you would buy those cards in the auction house, and let's say one card is going for around 2,500, that's just 440k in a value. I know you cannot sell these cards because they will be untradeable, but I'm just trying to give you some kind of idea how much coins you could save, let's say if you want to make any of the holos or even X Factor captains from scratch. The auction house is very cheap now, and I believe the cards will go even more down. But all this video is just about to give you some kind of a perspective and idea how to use your collectibles and which set I recommend you doing. Also never forget, because it's a 76 plus overall set, you can always pull something higher. You can pull 80 overall cards, you can pull 85 or even an MSP. The chances of pulling an MSP is really slim, but at the same time you never know. People pulled a lot of good things out of these sets. The next set is where you need to trade in 20 collectibles and you would get 3 81 plus overall cards. So that's 11 times you could do this set and make 33 81 plus overall cards. And let's say you still want to do one of the fantasy cards before the sets run out, or just try to save for Team of the Year, because really no one knows what the Team of the Year sets will look like. This is actually a good option. I personally don't think you will need 81 overall cards for Team of the Year, but at the same time, because it's an 81 plus, you can always pull something higher. Also, this set is untradeable, so you'll not be able to make any coins. This is just a pure fodder. If you need help with your team, or there is any 88 overall card you want to get, there is a set for 30 collectibles, and yes, it's a B&D 88 overall card. I would not really recommend because you can really get better cards in this event. But again, if there is one card you really want to get or you need help now, this is a set to do. And now the best part, because a lot of people are just watching this video because they want to know how to make coins. So let's say you want to make coins and you are not interested in any MSPs in week 1 and week 2, then this set is for you. 84 plus set is the way to go. By trading in 30 collectibles, you will get yourself one 84 plus overall Gallery of Greats player. And because it's 30 collectibles, you can do this set 7 times. The Gallery of Great 84s are currently going for around 40k, but the prices will drop. Last event they dropped all the way to the 25k because of the flash sale packs. Let's say they dropped to around 30k. If you do this set 7 times, you will be able to make yourself around 200k coins. And that's all just by playing the game, doing the chores, wildcard moments, objectives. And I never thought I would actually say this. I think this year the best way to go into the team of the year is with the coins, because we really don't know what we will need to trade in. Now to make 189 overall MSP, we need to trade in 86 overall cards. Let's just assume that team of the year will be, I don't know, let's say 91 overall cards, because they always are one higher than actual MSPs. Will they ask us to trade in 88 overall cards? If that's the case, we are screwed. So probably the best way is just to try to get as many coins as you can and go into the event and try to just buy one of those cards. I still would stand with what I said multiple times. I don't really think that this year team of the year is actually worth doing, because for the cards to actually receive an upgrade, they need to release another card. And most of the time, at least from what we saw so far, the MSPs or any other cards they're releasing for upgrades are actually better than an actual chase card. I may be wrong and they may make these cards really OP with the best abilities, multiple synergies and stuff like that. If that's the case, maybe it's actually worth it, but from what we saw so far, I don't see any signs of team of the year being great. The last set is your best chance of pulling purples or 83s if you want to make any fantasy cards, because for 40 collectibles you can get 4 83 plus overall cards, and you can pull any card out in the game, excluding fantasy cards, and you would be able to do this set 5 times, so basically you would end up with 20 83 plus overall cards. All these sets offer us a lot of variety and options, and in my opinion this is how it should be. But keep in mind, if you use all your collectibles on sets outside of 86 event cards for MSPs, you will still have enough to make 1 MSP in 2 weeks, because from objectives you would get 2 86s and 2 84s, plus multiple low overall cards to make 84s, and that's pretty much your 1 MSP for free. If you're just grinding the game, you would probably end up with 3 MSPs after this event, because you can easily make 1 MSP each week and then use your collectibles left over to make the third. In the last event, I was able to make 4 MSPs, because somehow I ended up with so many collectibles. I did open some of the packs with coins where you could get the collectibles as well, so probably that helped. But in general, I really like the idea of all the new sets, because they're really not forcing us to make MSPs. They basically are giving us collectibles and enough fodder to make 1 MSP and then use the collectibles the way you like. You need coins, there is a set for you. You need fodder, there is also a set. Are you still chasing Connor McDavid because he is the best card in the game? They're even helping you with that. So we can give EA a lot of shit and a lot of crap of everything what they are doing. The content is not good, everything is bad, but the sets are definitely good. Obviously it's up to you how you use your resources and where you spend your collectibles. You want to make MSPs, go ahead and do it. I personally like making MSPs because I like that every single week, every single event, I have some new cards to try out. Sometimes they turn out not what I was expecting and I have to bench them, but don't forget that they are all untradeable, so at some point in the event I will be able to trade them all in. I also think that this event is probably the best we've seen so far because all these cards are OP. Joe Sakic is phenomenal. Steve Yzerman, in my opinion, have the best stats, but a lot of people are saying he's not that great. I still probably will make him because he's right-handed center and I really need right-handed winger. He's definitely the smallest and probably Sakic would be the way to go from the forwards, but we will see how it goes. I don't think I really want to rush. Zubo 100% will be made just because I'm a Rangers fan and he will be joining my team. And we also have Dominik Hasek, who some people said in the wildcard was phenomenal. We will wait until weeks 2 to see another 5 MSPs, and who knows, maybe we'll see some Gretzky's, Lemieux, or maybe any other cards receiving MSPs to actually upgrade some of the hologram icons. This video was mostly focused around the sets and how you can make fodder, coins, and stuff like that. Let me know down in the comment sections below, how are you using your collectibles? Are you chasing MSPs or you are just saving everything for the next event? We all know that Team of the Year will be released at the end of January, so there is still plenty of time to save if you want to prepare for it. I will make Zubov as my first MSP and then I will sit on my collectibles just to see what the week 2 looks like. If week 2 will have any Rangers like Brian Leach or anyone else, I will make him as well, and then I will use my remaining collectibles to do the trade-in sets for tradable cards because I want to make as many coins as I can before Team of the Year. And the reason why is because I'm not interested in Team of the Year, but I also know that PWHL players will receive Team of the Year cards. And that's where I really want to go and buy them because they're always cheap and I always like using the cards. And one thing I keep saying every single video, always make sure you use your favorite cards. Don't chase meta, don't chase what is OP. I'm pretty sure 70% of people who are watching this video are not competitive players, so it really does not matter if you have the meta cards in your team. Yes, maybe it will help you to win more games, but it will be more fun to always use your favorite players. Also, let me know, what do you think about the sets? Do you like it or you don't really care about it? Also, are you preparing for Team of the Year or you will be skipping it this year, or it's really not worth it in your opinion? I'm just wondering and I really like to hear your opinions down in the comment sections below. And of course, as always, thank you guys for watching today's video, have a good one and see you on the ice.